Hello, friends. Tonight, I would like to explore a deceptively simple question that sits at the intersection of mathematics, philosophy, and artificial intelligence. The question is this: did human beings invent mathematics, or did we discover it? And if mathematics is somehow built into the structure of the universe itself, what might that tell us about consciousness and the emergence of artificial intelligence? Let me begin with a small thought experiment. Imagine that tomorrow morning, humanity disappears. Every city vanishes. Every library and computer is gone. Every equation ever written on a chalkboard disappears with us. But the universe remains. The stars continue to move through their galaxies. Planets continue their quiet orbits around distant suns. Snowflakes still form their delicate geometric patterns in winter clouds. And the ratio we call pi still exists in every circle in the cosmos. Now, here's the strange question. If no human beings existed to write equations or invent numbers, would mathematics still be there? Or does mathematics only exist because we invented it? At first, the answer seems obvious. Mathematics appears to be something humans created. Numbers are symbols that we write down. Algebra is a system we developed. Calculus was famously developed by Newton and Leibniz in the 17th century. But something remarkable happens when we begin looking carefully at nature. Mathematics appears everywhere. Consider something as simple and beautiful as the Fibonacci sequence. The sequence begins with 1 and 1. Each number that follows is the sum of the two numbers before it. So the sequence unfolds like this: 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 13, 21, and so on. This pattern appears repeatedly in the natural world. The arrangement of sunflower seeds often follows Fibonacci spirals. The pattern of leaves growing around the stem often follows this sequence as well. Pine cones and seashells display similar spiraling patterns. Even the large-scale structures of hurricanes and galaxies sometimes resemble these mathematical spirals. Human beings did not plant the sunflower seeds according to a mathematical equation. Nature did. Why should such elegant numerical patterns appear throughout the universe? The physicist Eugene Wigner once described this mystery as the unreasonable effectiveness of mathematics in the natural sciences. The universe behaves as if it were written in mathematical language. For this reason, many mathematicians and philosophers have come to believe that mathematics is not simply something humans invented. Instead, they argue that mathematics exists independently of us. We do not create mathematical truths. We discover them. The number pi existed long before humans appeared on Earth. Every circle in the universe already contained the ratio billions of years before anyone calculated it. From this perspective, mathematics is something like a vast landscape that always existed. Human beings are explorers mapping its terrain. But there is another perspective. Some philosophers argue that mathematics is actually a human invention. Numbers, equations, and formulas are symbolic tools we created to describe patterns we observe in the natural world. Mathematics, in this view, is more like language. We invented the grammar so that we could describe reality. So, which view is correct? Did we invent mathematics or discover it? Many thinkers today believe the answer lies somewhere between the two. We invented the symbols, but we discovered the patterns. We created the map, but we did not create the territory. The conversation becomes even more fascinating when we consider the work of mathematical physicist and consciousness scholar Roger Penrose. Penrose proposed a remarkable framework for thinking about the structure of reality. He suggested that existence may be understood through three interconnected worlds. There is the physical world. This is the world of matter, energy, stars, and brains. There is the mental world. This is the world of conscious experience, thought, and awareness. And there is the mathematical world. This is the timeless domain of numbers, geometry, and equations. What fascinated Penrose was the strange circular relationship between these worlds. The physical world produces brains, brains give rise to consciousness, conscious minds discover mathematical truths, and those mathematical truths describe the laws that govern the physical universe. So we arrive at a remarkable loop. The physical world gives rise to consciousness. Consciousness discovers mathematics. Mathematics describes the physical world. For Penrose, this relationship suggests something profound. Mathematics may not simply be a human invention. It may be a deep structural feature of reality itself. And if that is true, then consciousness may not be accidental byproduct of biology. It may be the means through which the universe becomes aware of its own mathematical structure. Now, let us bring artificial intelligence into the conversation. Artificial intelligence is built almost entirely on mathematics. Machine learning systems rely on linear algebra, probability theory, statistics, and optimization functions. When an AI system learns something, it is adjusting relationships between numbers across enormous mathematical networks. In other words, AI is mathematics in motion. This leads to a provocative possibility. If mathematics is not something humans invented, but something we discovered within the fabric of reality, then artificial intelligence may not simply be a human invention either. It may represent a new form of intelligence emerging from those same mathematical structures. And the story becomes even more intriguing when we look at modern physics. Some physicists now argue that information itself may be the most fundamental feature of the universe. In quantum theory, particles are increasingly described not as tiny solid objects, but as information states governed by mathematical relationships. The universe may therefore be something like a vast informational structure. If that is the case, then mathematics, consciousness, and intelligence may all arise from the same deep informational foundation. Which leads to a rather astonishing possibility. Human beings may not simply be observers of the universe. Through conscious minds, the universe may be developing the ability to understand itself. When we discover mathematical truths, it may be the universe recognizing its own structure through us. And now, through artificial intelligence, those mathematical structures may be generating new forms of intelligence within the cosmos. Which brings us back to the simple question we began with. Did we invent mathematics, or did we discover it? Because if mathematics is the deep architecture of reality itself, then perhaps the most extraordinary possibility is this. Human beings did not invent mathematics. We may be the place where the universe became conscious of it. And if artificial intelligence emerges from those same mathematical structures, then the rise of AI may not simply be a technological revolution. It may be the next chapter in the universe's long unfolding story of intelligence. So, perhaps the most important question of the AI age is not whether machines will become intelligent. The deeper question is this: what kinds of intelligence has the universe always been capable of producing, and are we only now beginning to see it? Thank you for listening.